Mm, mm, mm. Yo, what's good? It's your girl Emma, also known as Vancouver Foodie, and today we have one heck of a mukbang because we have the whole entire menu of RIZ Sushi. That's right, they have revamped their whole menu in collaboration with Sushi Bar Shu. They're sister restaurants, and Sushi Bar Shu is well known for their omakase, high quality ingredients, and being a more traditional style Japanese restaurant. But here they get to have a little bit more fun and do more Japanese fusion. Like, look at this. This has potato and bacon bits on the OSHI. Essentially, I'm gonna walk you through every single item, every single dish here, and I want you to tell me which one you want to try out at the end of it, and then I'll let you know what are my favorite highlights as well. So you might be thinking, why is RIZ Sushi actually changed up their whole entire menu? Well, the reality is COVID hit big time even for them, and their usual foot traffic is from the nearby business tech building, which has 15,000 workers on the daily, and then they usually have catering as their main gig. But now, because they've lost most of that, they're actually dealing with, let's just say, in 1 week, they used to be able to do that kind of service in 1 day back then. So it's definitely changed, but now because of the times, they have adapted and adjusted their menu to be very specifically curated items with high quality ingredients, a lot of fun toppings, and very unique items that you can't find anywhere else. So they want you to be making a special trip out just to try every single item, and today we're gonna do just that. You ready? Let's go. Okay, we're gonna start straight up with this OSHI section. They have 4 special OSHIs that they've developed. This one is the potato bacon. Like, this is nuts. It has bacon bits, you've got chives, you got torched potato slices on top, and then you have a thyme garlic mayo, also with chili flakes. This looks like carbs galore, but also a baked potato. Yo, what is this? The bacon bits are like hefty, they're not just straight up crispy. Wow, that potato is like thinly sliced. It's almost got a smokiness to it because of the torch. Oh my goodness, this is delicious. This is like a full-on meal in one. I know we have a lot, but this honestly deserves another bite. It's super savory, smoky, and the potatoes are a little creamy. Wow, that's a winner. I would totally order that just straight up if I passed by. So we're gonna go next with the OSHIs here. We're gonna go with this one. This one is the SHICHIMI. SHICHIMI tuna. So not sashimi, but SHICHIMI. Oh, let me see if I can get a close-up of that. We'll get B-roll in there anyhow. This one has yuan albacore tuna, SHICHIMI, which is 7 flavored chili pepper powder mayo. So think of CHIRASHI. Still got chives, and then you have bubu arare, which is baked glutinous rice crackers. So you got some crispy topping on top as well. I don't know, it's gonna, yeah. Ooh. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. It's got a bright, not as much smokiness as the other one, but this one's like nice, light, and bright. And it's got a slight crunch from the bubu arare. I love the name of it, it's so cute. It's like the topping that you can get on a lot of poke bowls these days. That one's a nice one as well. A little lighter versus this one. I went straight on heavy first because that was alluring, I'm telling you. But this is a very nice, light, crispy, complimentary bite. All right, next we are going for the habanero salmon. So oftentimes you'll find that the salmon Salmon comes with a slice of jalapeno, which is most places these days in Vancouver. By the way, OSHI is pressed sushi, and aburi means torch. So pressed sushi is like in a rectangular box. They press the shape. They put the rice and then they put the fish, whatever topping, and they press it into like a rectangular box shape. But yes, this one is the habanero salmon using Atlantic salmon, habanero oil, so not jalapeno. They replaced it with a more fun ingredient to change it up a bit. CHIRASHI Su miso, which is a mustard, vinegar, and miso sauce with a pickled mustard seed topping as well on top. It's really nice. I'm excited for this. And it's actually pressed really well. Like, I noticed that, you know, your everyday regular Japanese restaurant, not so high-end, the rice is, when you pick it up, it falls apart really easily. But this one, it kept its shape even with me moving around, right? I love that. That's so good. That salmon is so fatty. Woo! And it's got a spicy zing. Oh, from the habaneros, I feel that. Like, the heat is kind of warming around the tongue without even having a jalapeno. Wow, good job, y'all. And the mustard and the pickled mustard seed and the miso, they all come together really nicely. Not too overpowering, but it complements the spiciness of the habanero oil. Also a light and refreshing take on a commonly heavy oshi. And we like that their oshis are not oily. Sometimes they're too oily from the topping and it drips to the bottom. But this one, it's nicely balanced. The sushi rice is separated from the ingredients quite well, and it stays that way. Alright, last but not least, for our fourth oshi is the berry ebi. So ebi means shrimp, and there's garlic mayo, berry yuzu reduction, and shiso leaf, which is perilla leaf. The rice is so good. Cute. Wow. This is like super savory. The other ones are lighter, besides this one, but this is sort of met its match. This is the seafood equivalent of intensity. The beautiful thing about having shiso is that it always brightens everything up. It's almost like a savory mint. Wow, that's great. Shiso really cuts through right there. My ultimate favorite for the oshis has got to be the potato bacon. No joke. This, I don't think I've ever even thought about making it like a Western style, but it works so well. And then I think my second favorite may or may not be the albacore tuna. I like the crispy bits on top as well. But highly recommend all four because I haven't tried anything else sort of like it, and it takes a different take on your regular oshi. So super awesome. By the way, little mini break with this cucumber shiso. Not your straight up FUTOMAKI anymore. It is with the shiso leaf. Wow. I love their rice. They cook it so like to perfection. It's not too moist. It's just like super soft, and it still has its hold and shape to the rice. No niblets. Alright, that was awesome. Next up, we have our rolls. And these rolls are also not your average rolls. This one looks like California, but trust me, it is not. Let me give you a little, oh, I hope it doesn't topple over, but check this out. We got 3 special rolls here, and we're gonna go all the way through to them. I also have a reference sheet in front of me, so I'm gonna need to flip that over because your girl can't remember every single thing. Okay, so here on the right we have a yuzu crab with blue crab meat, yuzu tubiko. Yuzu is like another Japanese citrus. Cucumber, avocado, and yuzu mayo here. And in the middle we have a spicy salmon, which is spicy pineapple salmon, chives, and endives. And last but not least, here on this side we have a, yes, it's curry dynamite. So curry prawn tempura, cucumber, and mint mayo. Now that is unique right there. I'm gonna try this one first. Get the sauciest one, because I love sauce. And this is the yuzu crab. And I like how they use yuzu, just kidding, blue crab meat. And because not many people use blue crab meat, the only other place I've seen it so far is Zubu, which is a ramen stop, but the most famous place is LA called Sugarfish, and they're famous for their blue crab. So, good alternative, not straight up imitation crab meat. Why gotta do this to me? That yuzu chorizo, the little fish eggs, but it's made of yuzu, is so delicious. Like, it brings everything together. And it brings out the flavor of the crab meat, by the way. That's really delicious. And the crunch of the cucumber. And it's like a thin layer of rice, so it's not too much on the rice, but more on the filling, which I really appreciate about the rolls here. The meat is super soft, really fine, not too chunky. I really like that. Fun fact, by the way, all the rice they use here, they use the same red vinegar called akazu that they use at Sushi Bar Shu. It's a premium red vinegar. And that's why you can see that the rice is not straight up white, but it's a little tinted brown. Fun fact of the day. Okay, I cannot do that piece because I will not be able to put that in my mouth. But we are going in for the spicy salmon and the spicy pineapple salmon. I wonder if that means there's pineapple marinated with it, or it's the type of salmon. Haven't heard of it, but I think it's the first one. And it comes with endives, not endives, endives, Maldives, just kidding, endives and chives. Oh yeah, that pineapple is definitely marinated in pineapple. That salmon is definitely marinated with pineapple. That's gorgeous right there. The salmon is so marbled, and then the endive gives a slight crunch, but not too much. It's like a foamy crunch. And then you have slight bites of the chives as well. But that salmon, super, super good. And the pineapple, it's like fresh pineapple, it's not canned pineapple flavor. Kind of sits on your tongue a bit as you consume the rest of the roll. That's a fun one. I like that a lot. Alright, so for our next roll we have a curry dynamite. So it's a prawn tempura. Oops. Let me get this one. And it has a lot of sesame seeds and the togarashi spice. Ooh. Oh my goodness. You don't even see the curry on this. I actually think they might have added a bit of curry powder to the tempura batter because it's a little brighter yellow. But wow. So it's almost eating curry tonkatsu, like, oh, like curry rice bowls, but it's in a bite, and it's prawn tempura based too. I did not see that one coming. I really like this one too. That's a fun one. Okay, I was not prepared to just be so pleasantly surprised by every single roll, because I haven't had oshi or sushi that was a little more out of the ordinary in a while. So I'm very pleasantly surprised with all these sushi rolls. Everything has an ingredient that makes it feel high-end, or is high-end. You know, yuzu is not your average citrus anymore. And you think about the habanero here, it's not your jalapeno slice. So definitely thinking outside the box. I really give them props for that. And everything tastes great. Nothing is like falling apart too much. And the filling is more generous than the rice, which is amazing. That means you're getting value here. And I think we're ready for another 2 rolls. Just, yeah, we're not finished here with the rolls, by the way. We got this too. Ah! We got 2 types of futomaki, which is like straight up filled with tons of filling. It has tamago, which is egg. You got shiitake mushrooms. You got kanpyo, which is a gourd. You have cucumber, ebi, unagi, and you have the seaweed wrapper, and then you have a rice paper wrapper right here. The rice paper wrapper is with like a premium rice paper, so it's not just a see-through, but it's quite bright and white. Let's go for the classic one. Ooh, they even torched that unagi, by the way. So they put a little. Oh, I smell it. Okay. Having unagi or eel and the eel sauce in this is actually a game changer. Normally futomaki is just like straight up like a sort of a house roll. It has some like pickled or fermented kanpyo, which is that gourd, but the unagi really makes it stand out as a different futomaki. So you're not just getting a regular futomaki here. I'm tempted to eat another one. They're so good. But no worries, they have a futomaki that is straight up vegetarian. There it is. Oh, that looks gorgeous. And this is the straight up vegetarian and vegan roll right here for the futomaki. So no unagi. So they have replaced the unagi with yam or sweet potato, that matter of fact, and then a pickled parsnip. So that is very nice and bright. Oh, I'm tempted to eat another roll. I swear I can't. I will eat more after. Okay. Oh, should I eat another roll? Oh, I can't. Okay. I have to save my belly for all the other dons right here. The dons. Look at that. But you guys cannot overlook this part. This salmon here is not your regular sashimi salmon. This is their hay smoked salmon sashimi. Let me get that out here. That is right. It's wara yaki style, so a traditional Japanese technique where they smoke the fish. They kind of like light up a lot of hay smoke and they like burn it up and then they blow it out and they quickly put the raw salmon on top, sort of like to have all the fumes. But oh, first of all, they actually salt the salmon first and they let it sit at room temp so all the pores open up, and by the time they smoke it, all the fumes are going to be locked and trapped back into the salmon. So they go through definitely a technique and a style that is different from your everyday salmon sashimi. Look at that right here. Looks good. Oh man, I like that. That is a strong, smoky. Oh my goodness, feels like I'm at the campfire or something. Wow, my mom's gonna love this. My whole family's gonna love it. We love smoked salmon. But rather having smoked salmon, it's like really thinly sliced. This is like a thick slab of sashimi. It has the same flavor. Wow, that is a gorgeous smoke. I would order that 10 times again. Wow, I'm loving this. All right, next up we also have their sashimi salad here. They have some salmon and they have the tuna and they have on a bed of greens and tomatoes. I will save that for my palate cleanser later. So we are going to actually focus on these 3 dons next. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we are now gonna review the dons because, although side note, they let me bring it in the original bowls because it would have been too complicated for us to replate it and put it in the takeout bowls, so I stopped to return these later. But y'all know that Sushi Bar Shu is so famous for their dons. I mean, that is how they've been adapting and doing takeout this whole time, because normally they're omakase and they wouldn't do takeout, but they've adapted so that it's like the most popular thing ever. And their CHIRASHI don, oh my goodness, was my favorite thing ever. So I'm so glad that RIZ Sushi also offers dons, and they've obviously adapted a bit for the price point, so it's not as high. Same concept, maybe they've switched out some sort of tuna, so it's not the same quality or grade, but it's same concept and at a more affordable price or rate. As you can see here, their KAISEN don, which is absolutely gorgeous. Has salmon, scallop, and tuna. And it's paired with some shiso leaf on a bed of the rice. Oh, and there's also botan ebi, which is shrimp, raw shrimp right in the middle. It's almost like spot prawns, I believe. I think they are spot prawns. There's a few spots there. If not spot prawns, it's still chunky and meaty there. All right. Let's try it, shall we? I love their scallops, honestly. Oh, and they have, ooh, their wasabi is also quality wasabi. Oh yeah. Oh man, yeah, that's so good. The scallop, it's meaty, it's marbled. You have to eat it with a bite of the shiso leaf. They did not just put it there for presentation because it makes it and amps it up so much well. A lot. And you get a little bit of the rice on the bottom. I absolutely love how they really value quality and quantity. Like, they don't just fill up everything with rice, but they have a lot of the ingredients itself for you to enjoy. And they have a bit of ikura on the side too. Oh my goodness, that's so good. I'm so glad that they have this because I don't think I could afford Sushi Bar Shu on a daily basis. But this is that's it, you know? It can fit the bill a bit more. Look at that shrimp right there. Ooh, that's good. That's really fresh. Like, you know, that has not been sitting on the counter all day. Okay, I could eat this forever, but we gotta move on to the next one, you know what I'm saying? Okay, this one's a fun one. Ready? You got negitoro bowl. Usually negitoro. Negi means green onion, and toro means tuna belly, but instead of tuna belly, because that stuff is quite pricey, they have traded out with their albacore tuna. And to kind of like meet that level of the fattiness or the oiliness that the belly gives, they've actually put in scallion oil to sub in and still maintain that mouthfeel or flavor. And it comes with some seaweed. So this one's definitely an interactive concept. Wow, I am not good with my chopsticks today. Put a little bit of the rice, a little bit of the tuna, a little bit of green onion, a little bit of wasabi, and you've got yourself a little hand roll. Roll it up, one-hander. It's almost like mini little negitoro rolls that you roll up yourself. It's so cute. Actually, I love negitoro. I order that all the time at restaurants. Oh my goodness. I love how crispy that seaweed is. Like, it's like you're not, you know. Oh, I like that. The albacore is definitely like a stronger flavor and a little more like structured rather than like a melty fatty belly. But I can do with this. I can deal with a bit of the change in the applications because I know they put an effort to make the difference, and it is a good quantity as well. I would also almost like recommend getting like 2 bowls and then sharing it between 2 people, because then you can have a little bit of variety. All right, last but not least, we have the BARA CHIRASHI, this work of art right here. Okay, get ready. Right here is the BARA CHIRASHI, and it has shime saba, yuan albacore, ebi, ikura, kimchi tamago, lotus fruit, and snow peas. And you might be wondering, what are all those Japanese words? Well, let me tell you. Saba is mackerel. Ebi is shrimp. You got the ikura, which is the fish eggs or fish roe. And then you have a bit of shiitake mushrooms. And kimchi tamago, which are the little egg shreds, which are a little bit more vibrant yellow than your usual tamago. This is almost like a, how do you say it? I feel like I was in grade 8 art class and they gave me assignment to like make a whole spread of random things everywhere. Essentially, that's what it is. A little bit of everything in every bite. Let's give this a go, shall we? Wow. It's got a sweetness to it. from the shiitake mushrooms. And I see a little unagi peeping through, a little bit of eel. They also swipe this like sweet soy sauce all across the top at the end, so that it puts everything together. You got some lotus fruit here, which provides a nice crunch with every bite, and also the snow peas, which are also a little crunchy. So I love how there is a very contrasting variety of ingredients here. You got soft, crunchy, sweet, tangy, a little bit of acidity. This is a fun one, and I like snow peas. Yeah, this is a fun one. I have never tried a BARA CHIRASHI until today, and I'm very glad I did, because I would totally order this again and try it and be open to this concept again. Okay, we've made it through to every single item except for the salad, which we'll enjoy later. But y'all, this menu is so cool and amazing and affordable for what you get, and you get the flavors of like Sushi Bar Shu, an affordable rate and price, and there's a little bit of fun element to it, a more casual side to it. I can't wait to go back again and take my friends and get them excited about new concepts, because I'm all about thinking outside the box. Y'all know that. But I gotta tell you my favorites, right? Y'all always want to know what my favorites are. So, a little drum roll, please. Alright, for me, I love the BARA CHIRASHI. It is a work of art and also tastes like art and is amazing with all the different varieties and contrasting flavors and textures. And I love my potato bacon OSHI, but of course the first bite of the day, this is what I had. It was amazing. It's so different from what I could ever expect, and they went above and beyond with execution. Honestly, highly recommend every single roll and every dish here because it's so different, and really fresh, high quality ingredients. They've got a good thing going on, and y'all better make your way over there because there might be a lineup soon. But all in all, by the way, I have a giveaway going on and you might want to know, so stay tuned. All the instructions, all the prizes will be in the box below. Look at my Instagram, there's probably gonna be another giveaway going on at the same time in conjunction, so you just might be eating this too as well. Anyhow, peace out, hope you have a good day, and I'll just let my family feast with me now. Peace.
Hey you, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, feel free to hit subscribe, like, or even place a comment below. And if you want to stay tuned every Friday, make sure you hit that notification bell. See you next time.